remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. And I'm going to marinate this baby for several hours before start cooking this. And what I have here, couple bay leaf, I have some thyme, I have some sunflower oil, apple cider vinegar. Oh, I have some rosemary, several teeth of garlic, it's a thyme already, some sugar replacement, only need a tablespoon. And you can use any seasoning you want to use. I typically have my own, but this one actually was gifted to me by a chef friend of mine. I ordered about some sausages, and he gave me this. You know what? This stuff is so good that I'm going to put the link in the description. Let's put a little bit of vinegar. It's about a tablespoon or two. And about a couple teaspoons of the oil. You don't need a lot of that stuff. So, bay leaf. Look at this baby. And I'm going to put some of this rub. Let me use a little spoon so I don't get it dirty. Oh, it smells delicious. Got to rub this baby good. Garlic, which has smashed. I have a little bit of thyme here, why not? Some aromatics. And my sugar, which I might not need, but tablespoon. What you're going to do, you're going to rub this baby well. Look at this baby. Let me centralize some of this flavor by putting it in a Ziploc bag. I have the big ones. You can leave it here and put some aluminum foil, but I'm going to transfer this to a Ziploc bag. Then I'm going to zip it, you know. Draw the air out. Grab a little rope or, rubber band. You tie it so the juices and the ingredients don't start moving all over the bag. All of them are centralized in one location. Put in the refrigerator. No air, And voila. Overnight. Or 24 hours if you want to. So I had about half a cup of brown sugar or brown sugar substitute. What I did, I melted here. Put it at medium heat and let it melt. It's like preparing my brownie. And now I'm going to get some beef stock. You can use water, but I'm going with beef stock a little bit, just a tiny bit. So it's been about 24 hours. Got my oxtails out of the refrigerator. That's about maybe 30, 40 minutes ago, so it gets to room temperature. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get them out here. I'm going to transfer them here. Oh, this smells delicious. Let me put this in the sink so I can throw in the garbage. So I have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I'm going to add it here. Kind of Worcestershire sauce, homemade or replacement. And I'm going to mix this baby up. I do wash my hands, by the way. And then I'm going to add my browning or the sugar with broth I prepare. Going to add it here. And I'm going to let this stuff sit for about maybe 20, 30 minutes. See how beautiful it looks. So it starts soaking on those juices, those flavors. It's about 20, 30 minutes, okay? I have a nice pot here. And I put it at medium high. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to brown these oxtails. Give them some color. And what I do is I add them. You know, some people, and once again, I do wash my hands. Some people like to cut the fat out. I like to leave it there. I like to taste it. I like the fat to create the juices necessary to add flavor to the dish. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this baby here. And I'm going to brown them on both sides. You know, about 2-3 minutes one side, 2-3 minutes the other. So it gets nice colors. The little ones, you don't even have to put them there, by the way. I'm going to put some. Actually, let me put them all. I don't care. But let's brown these babies, huh? So it took me about 4, maybe 5 minutes. 2.5 minutes one side, 2.5 minutes the other. I'm going to remove them for now, so I can go to the next process. Now what you're going to do, you're going to scrape any residuals. I had the heat at medium low for now. Some of the juices, some of the residue from the meat. I'm scraping it a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add about half a cup of onion, or half an onion, maybe 1/4 depending on the size. Some hot pepper. This one I have habanero. I clean them up, to the seeds out. I have a couple. Scotch pepper works too. I think it's the name, Scotch pepper. And I have some ground ginger fresh. Not a lot. See? Going to mix these babies. Saute it. I'm not going to waste time with a couple carrots which I peel and cut, because I want them nice and soft. If you don't like carrots, that's fine. This is optional. Add your garlic. I have about 5-6 teeth of garlic, which I squash. Look at this baby. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the juices from the sugar and the soy sauce, and I just mix that juice to marinate. Going to add them all. Let me put it to medium for now. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to start adding the oxtail. See? So adding these babies. And now that I added the oxtail, I'm going to add about 2 cups of beef stock. You can use beef broth. You can use water too. Just a couple cups from now. That might be sufficient for the whole thing, but just for now. And some people like to add the allspice. I have about a tablespoon. Late, I'm going to add it now because I want that stuff to take care of business. You can smash it too. I don't care. And there are going to be other ingredients I'm going to add later. First stage, I'm going to let it cook for an hour and check it out. It's going to take me maybe about 4 hours, 3 hours. But I'm going to do the first hour. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to let for the first hour the heat a couple notches above low. You might want to have some of the other ingredients handy so you're ready for the later stages of the process. I have about maybe a quarter of a cup, perhaps half a cup of green onions, some thyme, fresh. I have about a bell pepper which I cut in this form, clean it up, and I have some butter, beans, and I bought the canned version which is acceptable. And this is about, let's say about 15, maybe 16 ounces. It's been about an hour. About an hour. Let me take a look. Looking good. Eventually, I'm going to need some more broth. Let me give it a taste. Some sweetness. A little bit spicy, but not too much. I'm going to need a little bit of salt, but I'm not going to add it now because I'm not going to have to add more stock and my stock is unsalted. So perhaps after the 2 hour mark is when I'm going to do that because I might need to add some stock. So let's go to the second hour. Once again, I think I have enough. Yeah, I have enough broth for another hour. It's been 2 hours already. Let me take a look at this stuff. This is actually looking very, very good. Take a look at this. Yeah, not too soupy. I don't have to add any broth or stock yet. Let me give it a taste to see if the stock absorbs the juices. That's just pretty good. Spicy. I don't have to add any salt yet. So let me go and start hour number 3. So it's been 3 hours. This stuff, look at this. Look at this. See? So now comes the last step. I'm going to add the peppers and practically everything else. Let me put some thyme. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit. I think I need a little bit of beef stock. just a tiny bit. It's about a quarter cup, maybe half. Just a little bit. Get these juices flowing. This is a little bit caramelized. And I'm going to add also my green. Going to increase the heat to medium for the last 15 minutes to make sure these peppers are cooked. It's going to take about 15 minutes, maybe 20. Let me give it a taste now that I put some. That's pretty good. Let me put a little bit of salt because I added that stock. You're going to cover it and let it go for another 15, 20 minutes.